Zebras! Where else are you gonna find zebras in your coverage of CES 2018? Nowhere! That's what I'm saying. We are live from Pretoria, South Africa, bringing you our latest coverage of CES this year. So stick tuned, and the zebras are leaving, so we're gonna film somewhere else now. AMD has really come out swinging this year. They revealed that their ever-popular Ryzen processor family will be getting bigger later this year with the addition of a second generation of chips built on the 12nm manufacturing process, and even showed off two new desktop APUs that seem very promising indeed. There was also talk of updated Threadripper chips that should make an appearance in the second half of this year. Yeah, no matter how you slice it, 2018 looks to be another phenomenal year from AMD's CPU department. But what about graphics? Well, hold on to your butts, kids. We're about to get meh. AMD has announced that we'll be definitely seeing a few new Red Team GPUs hitting the market this year, but unfortunately for desktop users, they're not at all exciting. The goal of AMD's GPU division this year is to get Vega everywhere, and it looks like they're right on track to hit that goal. Thanks to their partnership with Intel, AMD's Vega GPUs are being bundled with a new series of 8th gen Intel chips, and if you've watched my video on that topic, you'll know that they're actually pretty darn impressive. But hey, that's more Intel's baby than it is AMD's, especially since Raja Koduri left RTG and went to Intel. But what definitely is AMD's baby, proven by extensive DNA tests, is a new range of APUs. I mentioned earlier, the company only confirmed that the existence of these chips so far as the Ryzen 5 2400G and the Ryzen 2200G, but both chips are impressive Ryzen CPUs in their own right, but their inclusion of Vega graphics makes them even more so. Well, that and their seriously appealing price points of $170 and $100 respectively, but that's all stuff I've already covered. What I haven't covered in the news is that AMD will be making a pushback into the mobile scene with a new discrete GPU. Beyond that announcement that it's totally a thing that'll arrive sometime this year, there's little else to go on really. The Radeon Vega mobile GPU is something gamers on the move have been wanting for a while, and barely we got anything from Polaris. Like there's that one Ryzen laptop with an RX 580. What has AMD really been doing in the mobile sphere? So it's an announcement that's a very welcome one if it has the power to truly take on NVIDIA's 10 series mobile offerings, or even 11 series, depending on when Volt is coming out. But anyways, while most of the buzz around AMD's graphics department centered around less powerful mobile and integrated GPUs, there was actually something a whole lot more powerful that received a brief mention. It's called Radeon Instinct Vega, and it'll be AMD's first processor manufactured on the ridiculously small 7nm process. The new process will mean Instinct Vega will pack a pretty impressive punch. Unfortunately, that punch is directed exclusively at machine learning applications, so something along the lines of a Titan V. The card will help developers in building applications thanks to its support for new software libraries and stacks, and you'll apparently even be able to port and optimize apps designed for CUDA, NVIDIA's hardware, to Vega. And AMD being AMD, it'll rely on open source program. Thank you so much, AMD, for being committed to that, even with your new architecture. Anyways, according to the roadmap of where AMD graphics will be headed to beyond Radeon Instinct Vega, the follow-up to Vega, codenamed Navi, is only expected to launch sometime next year. And while all of this is undoubtedly pretty cool, I can't say I'm not disappointed at seeing no new desktop products being announced by AMD. The RX Vega cards were disappointing gaming GPUs to say the least. They weren't bad by any stretch, but they can't even come close to competing with NVIDIA's monstrous high-end cards when it comes to gaming. That, accompanied with the fact that high temperatures and massive power draw, as well as insane pricing due to cryptocurrency mining, made recommending Vega cards almost impossible, and not to mention the fact that AIB partner cards still really aren't hitting the mainstream. And now it looks like AMD is content with NVIDIA dominating the higher-end GPU market again in 2018. NVIDIA already has the upper hand thanks to Pascal, and this year we'll see the launch of the company's much anticipated Volta GPUs, which will undoubtedly be a whole lot more powerful. With no equally powerful offering from AMD's side, NVIDIA will absolutely corner the market again, which is disastrous for consumers. Without some healthy competition, there's little stopping NVIDIA from selling their new cards at a bit of a price premium. Anyone looking for the best performance in any given market will have no other option but to pay whatever NVIDIA is charging, which happens to be $3,000 for a Titan right now, so we'll see what Volta consumers go to. But while I'm very excited for AMD's upcoming CPU innovations, and even for a few of the integrated Vega GPUs, I'd have loved to see them step up their GPU game this year, but unfortunately they didn't. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video coverage of CES. Let us know what you want us to cover further, either down in the comments or over on Twitter. I am at UFDisciple. Anyways, I'm Brett with the UFD Tech channel. Thank you so much for watching. It's a bit windy up here on this mountain, but Pretoria is so beautiful, guys, don't you think? Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.